But I mean, Metal was having the same, I guess, issue. He was running DoD and basically just getting mad at every bit of nothing he was getting. I think the best he got was like rares or something. Maybe like one unique the whole FP bar.
Okay, no, Metal's like a different situation. Even if he gets good drops, he can't fucking play the game. Like, come on, man.
I mean, that has nothing to do with the loot being ass.
No, I'm just saying, like, even if he gets good loot,
Yeah, I understand that, but those are two different things.
he's not gonna stay in the game long enough to feel annoyed that, oh, with all these good loot, I still can't do anything. Yeah, because you can't even get past the normal, like the advanced dungeons without dying multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Oh yeah, that's another thing. There's so little good advanced dungeons. It's like I'm not even gonna bother.
That I don't agree with that.
Why?
Azure Main and Temple of Death are pretty fun.
Yeah, Azure,
Before that, yeah, I would agree with that.
Azure
Oh
Main
come
is
on, like
the fun
they should.
one.
Okay, it would have been fun if you could do them like what is it? The fame that is the required. You don't need like 4 or 6 gig fame to do them. So
I'm not saying whether or not you can clear them or not. I'm just saying they're presentation wise, they're not boring.
Yeah, Azure Main is like the only fun one, like because of the fights. Like, that's the only part I like.
Yeah,
But
Azure Main is hands
other
down the best one.
other ones are just, oh, go around the map and kill the bosses and then go fight the final boss.
Yeah, that's why I said like they keep saying a Temple of Death feels like they ran out of budget or something like that.
Yeah, like dude, Temple of Death is so fucking lame. Like, really? Seriously? This is the best you can come up with?
Like
Filler
all
mob?
the budget went to the final boss basically.
Man, like it's all filler mobs, and then when
no,
the
no, no,
fight
no, come on, it's not that bad. It's good dungeon. No, you can't complain about it.
they waste your time going around finding the bosses only to make the
No,
bosses
no, no, not really,
more
not really.
good.
When you have the damage, everything's just easy.
No, I just don't like having a giant map where you have to find bosses. It's annoying. Like, what's the point of going around fighting the bosses? Just make it like Azure Main. Azure Main has 4 fucking rooms. Like this. It's simple. What's wrong with Azure Main? Just do the same shit.
Yeah, the map design of Temple of Death is not great. I'll give you that one.
No, map design of any other advanced dungeons besides Azure Main sucks balls.
No, Temple of Death is the worst because you can barely see where the doors are on the map. They're like fucking 1 pixel large.
You have to go to the corners to actually see where the fucking door is. Like, why? Why, man? And it's like, the thing is, they're giving so much freebies as like a FOMO way to keep you playing. But at this point, even my FOMO can't fucking get me playing. Because what's the fucking point of grinding if I'm still gonna have to get raped by the RNG? Like, shit, nigga. Yeah, they might be full fucking level, but then they have no goddamn gear. What's the point of playing?
I mean, you
Don't
already
get
know
me
my answer to that, so you probably don't want to hear it.
and don't get me started on the goddamn gear transferring price. Why is it so expensive?
I feel like that was a knee-jerk reaction to transferring being piss easy last cap.
Like, come on, man. It's like, hey, we have a new cap where new gear like takes over and the old gear is basically useless. And we're gonna make the transferring of RNG drop new gear even more expensive, so you can't just freebie your way through with your resources. Like, why? You're already cucking the whole player base with RNG. Why are you doing this too? Like, what the fuck is this?
안개신님의 컴 중
customer,
하나의
you
조화가
want me to
무너져
suffer?
폭주하고 있어이다.
Like
뭔가고?
holy shit. I want to play the game, but I want to feel like a goddamn slave, okay? Holy, it's even worse than a 9 to 5.
I forgot who I was supposed to favorite here.
Fucking 9 to 5 at least gets you paid. I'm gonna go find something else to play, dude, until DFO stops being retarded.
You're gonna be waiting for like 2 to 3 years then.
No, it's gonna be hopefully next cap, because I can't do this shit anymore.
That's why I said you're waiting 2 to 3 years.
I need to play the game. I missed the fucking game.
모험이 만들어낸 길을 따라
I was in the same boat. I started playing other shit just to, you know, fill in time for when I'm not playing DFO. And I'm like, I don't enjoy what I'm playing right now.
That's the thing. It's like I'm trying to find
이제
other shit to
안개신님을
fill the
만날
gap,
때가
but
얼마
every
남지
other shit just
않았어이다.
doesn't hit the
뭔가고
same.
우리가
It's like,
가는 길이
why?
안개신님의 뜻을
What
거스르더라도
brand of
가야 할
cocaine
길이라
is DFO?
그자가
What
직접
is this? Like,
나타났어이다.
it's really simple to beat them up with the MMO elements. There's nothing like it out there. And they know that, which is why they're fucking cucking everybody's RNG at this cap, because they can get away with it.
No. I mean, like, even if the gameplay isn't the same, the dopamine hits isn't. I can't find the same dopamine hits. It's weird.
Hmm.
There's no way there's no other games out there that can't have the same, or at least similar enough dopamine hits.
Well, there was Mystic Fighter Online. That's about it.
Because, like, say, the closest I think can be similar enough to DFO is idle
로페즈
games
그자의 방해
or
때문에 시간을 지체했지만
survival game where you just run around kill.
I mean, like as far as like the progression goes.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
the dopamine hits of kill things, get items, level up, enhance your character, that kind of gameplay.
뭔가고?
I can't find any other game that still hits the same as DFO, and it keeps me playing for as long as it does.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't. My 3A is not even fucking off. Hold on. I wonder.
안개신님을 구할 모험가고 안개신님은 구했지만 클라디스는 결국
I think you just need to find more roguelikes, is what it sounds like. Roguelikes or
believe
survival games.
I've played a bunch of roguelites and it's all boring.
It's like, yeah, it mostly revolves around the roguelike part and not having a good gameplay loop. So they all feel the same.
Yeah, it's just like, this like I play it for a few hours and it's just this shit is boring as hell. There's
That's why when Delphic was trying to get me into Heroes of Hammerwatch 2, and I'm like, I don't know what you see in this game, like, honestly.
It's like, for a game to captivate me, it has to have at least a compelling story or a good gameplay. Preferably both. DFO is decent-ish story, if like, if you care about
Stories
that.
all over the place, but yeah.
But the gameplay is amazing. That's what keeps me playing. I still haven't found a game where it fulfills the same dopamine hits as DFO. It's annoying as fuck. And all the roguelikes are just boring. It's the same shit. Like, the thing is, right? If I go and fucking play some shit like Ultra Kill, I would get bored. I would get bored somehow playing Ultra Kill just because it doesn't hit the same as DFO. Even though it's a visual blunder.
Hmm. me, I'm a simple guy. It's like, does the gameplay tickle the brain? In most cases, it doesn't.
Yeah,
What's
most
up,
cases-
thing, guys?
Nothing, not much.
He's doing raid.
Which is why I said nothing.
Yeah, now it's boring because
It's basically what it
yeah,
is
you don't
now.
need to you just keep busting nuts now.
Bust these nuts. Bust these nuts. BK, you stupid nigga.
You are fucking nigga.
BK, do what I ask.
What you asked?
What the fuck do you mean?
Oh, the link fee. Yeah, I need to check those.
My god, this guy already has Alzheimer.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I need BK to like, well, anyone that is able to get me access to this fucking Chinese Google Drive thing, because I can't make an account anymore like I used to, because they split off to two separate services. So now I can't do the same trick where I sign up for the Chinese equivalent of a Google account to get access to the Google Drive, because they split already.
Hmm.
Yeah. This one, the Chinese Google Drive thingy, they demand a Chinese email or phone number, and I don't have either.
Yeah, I noticed that with the I was looking at the variation point spreadsheet yesterday, and like I couldn't access any of the like the videos, and I'm like, are they like pulling in Japan here? Like no non-Chinese IPs allowed.
Yeah, that too. Like even if I manage to get past the firewall, I can't fucking log in or sign in to see the content. These niggas are so like, why can't gaming communities in the West gatekeep this hard? Like, what the fuck is this? This level of gatekeeping might have kept the cancer out of the gaming sphere in the West. Unironically, just fucking.
Yeah, you're just
gatekeep
trading
this hard.
one type of cancer for another. That's it.
It doesn't work. You need to.
This for now, I guess.
What the ugly? It's ugly as fuck. Um. Nope, I can't. I don't have a Chinese phone number either.
It's basically everywhere under the internet now. It's like you don't have a phone number, you're not a real person as far as big tech is concerned. You're gonna remove this stupid 4-character limit for Moo when Nabel comes out, right?
Yeah, it's upgraded to 20.
They make it 20. Let's see what's new on DFO archive. It's for shits and giggles. Paramedic and Chimera Neo Awakening package. Get this website. it kind of sucks for anybody who wanted to main paramedic, because it's like she's a transform class, so you never get to see her avatars in combat.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
use
Like
use
literally,
this website instead.
she's like Avenger, like Mistress and Avenger, in that she'll transform at the beginning of combat, and then you pretty much never see her out of that transformation.
Why did you send me this, BK?
It was the actual website for a mod for DFO, and you can download it.
No, the thing is, these mods aren't on there. I've found this site already. Like people up here, they either paywall or they just don't like have the mods that I want. That's the problem. A lot of it's
Then
paywall.
stop modding. It's called masturbating. Come on, if you want something, just buy it. Fuck it.
No, I don't. No, the thing is, BK, the mods that I'm getting, they're literally not for sale. They don't have it in the fucking in the game. That's why I'm not like downloading. Oh, like what is it? These are made self-made mods. They're not ripped models from the game. They're not
Then
ripped.
just try go to Tao Chinese Taobao and you can buy mods. You can have mod links. Just buy them.
Oh my god, nigga. I am not buying fucking fan-made shit, bro. That is retarded. You kill yourself. Why would I buy shit if I can get it for free?
클라디스, 그가 무슨 생각을 하고 있는 것인지 알아내야 하오.
I want the green, says the guy who has 60k fame.
I want to green.
I love this community.
Not again.
When half of green is filled with like 45ks.
안개신님의 꿈 중 하나의 모험가공? 우무공이 준비가 되었다 하오.
There's a reason why I won 8 at the start, people. There we go.
모험가공이 만들어낸 길을 따라 안개신님을 구하러 가도록 하겠습니다.
이승의 간섭은 용납할 수 없다.
이제 안개신님을 만날 때가 얼마 남지 않았소이다. 모험가공, 우리가 가는 길이 안개신님의 뜻을 거스르더라도 가야 할 길이라 믿소이다.
I'm never gonna understand the mentality of these people. It's like, what difference does it fucking make? It's like you're gonna steamroll the entire raid, no matter what party you're in. It's not like being in red makes it fucking impossible.
He won't try, just make him right. That's it.
Make it what now?
So guy,
I didn't catch what you said. He's trying to make it what?
he wants to be in the right team, right?
He said, I want the green.
Oh, then put it in red. Make him work.
Put it in
Work, quote unquote. As if anything about this raid is work now.
Yeah, it's a fucking pro. Make him work. Tell him it's from BKs.
Yeah, because he totally knows who you are.
No, I think he
he doesn't
does.
need
모험가고
now.
안개신님은 구했지만 클라디스는 결국 이렇게 할 생각이었던 것이오이까.
Oh, another abyss pot.
저는 항상 기다리고 있어요.
Abyss pot's my optional favorite, so
항상 기다리고
I'll have to
있어요.
keep fucking searching for it. One more
항상
character.
기다리고 있어요.
Put that creature on.
Oh, by the way, if we come, you boom the what's that temple? Did you boom temple this week?
No, why?
Because you got flamed by the Chinese community. They said you are fucking retarded.
They said I'm.
not doing the temple.
They
You
said
are
I'm.
fucking retarded.
Well, I mean, tell me something I don't know.
He questioned your decision on purple's temple card flip. Well, they said, why are you flipping the card when?
Oh, that
two
guy.
moves
Yeah,
there?"
it's. I usually go for Michael by default because like he. I guess they didn't want me to do that because the Michael doesn't fucking put you in a cutscene for 5 years. But you know, you're speaking to a guy who's used to doing it on Cutline.
You can't put Chinese min-max mindset onto free comps. I don't.
Yeah,
give a
that's
fuck.
what I'm saying. It's like they say I'm retarded. It's like, yeah, and the sky's blue. What of it?
It's like their reason for your retardation is because you're not doing the min-maxing that they do.
Yeah, because I don't have plus 15 amps. Again,
Yeah,
what of it?
that too. That too. You are also
If it pisses you off that much, come to my house and try and kill me.
You're also retarded because you don't have 15 amps on everything like
Yeah,
they do.
again, what of it? It's like that's like getting pissed off because the sky's blue when you prefer it to be red.
They're like what is it? Oh, he's not playing the same way we are, so he's retarded.
It's like, yeah, tough shit. It's like go complain to Neopol, like tell them to step up their game and getting rid of people like me, and then maybe you'll have a point. It's like I never understood the whole mentality of like sticking your thumb up your ass and then complaining about something you can't fucking fix. Either do something about it or let it go. And clearly they don't want to do anything about me, so it's like, why are you complaining so much? Just go hole up in your statics. Or as some people on DFOG Discord puts it, I avoid risky click pub because I don't like risk. And it's like, why can't people just leave it? Just leave it at that. It's that simple. You don't like what I do, stay away from me, that's it.
The thing is, they're gonna use the way you play as a
As some sort of holy fucking crusade.
yeah, because technically you are causing chaos by not being secured and just wasting other people's
Well,
time.
go take a page from the Illuminati and start killing people poorer than yourself.
That's kind of why they're annoyed at you, because you and them are in the same environment ecosystem, but you do not uh merge well with everyone. You're causing chaos and it wastes everyone's time while they're trying their best to get things smooth, like doing things smooth. Yeah, it's collectivism too, so some of it.
This is why I say, like, you keep saying I don't understand your racism because I don't live in an ethno state. If I did live in an ethno state, they'd try to kill me because I'm not ethno state enough for them.
Duh.
And you can clearly see that in action in DFO all by itself.
Well, no, not really. DFO isn't that much of an ethno state. It's just the
Well, it just
dominant.
replaced the ethnicity with how much money you've got.
No. I'm just saying, like, the dominant people are the ones that are in ethno states just because of how much influence they have in the game.
I can't fucking hear it. Somebody next door is mowing their lawn. I can't hear shit.
More-
I don't want to close my
I'm
windows
just
too. It's too hot.
I'm just saying, DFO isn't really an ethno state because of the ethnicity. It's because the majority of the people.
Are you sure about that? You sure about
It's
that? CDNF is
What?
the dominant version of this game.
That's what I'm saying. They're not really dominating because of their ethnicity. They're dominating because of how much influence they have over the way they play the game, not because of who.
Well,
they are.
they got to that point because cheating is accepted as normal in China. So, and you're a
Okay.
fucking moron if you don't cheat to put food on the table.
I don't know how this cheating works in this game. Like, how is that whole thing is gonna even work in DFO? Like, how do you cheat in DFO? You can't really do that.
By
can you?
throwing money at it.
Okay, to a certain point, you can't cheat your way. Like, look at fucking Funk. He can pump all the money he has in the game. He's still dog shit.
Well, yeah, that's the point where even the Chinese get pissed off at him.
Yeah. So it's like, at a certain point, you can't just throw your money at the game. You still have to play it properly.
This is why, ultimately, I don't understand your lifestyle because at the end of the day, it's just stupidity. You saw the video that I showed you about the Mexican Americans protesting the protests, right?
Yeah. No, because, like, that's the thing. The good ones, like how I say blacks and niggers, for the Mexicans, there's the beaners and the Mexican Americans, the normal, the ones that already integrated
So
themselves.
do we have a term? Do we have a racist term for people with more money than sense in DFO?
I don't think so.
Even you can't come up with one.
Whales. No, they're called whales. Yeah, more money than sense. They're called whales. That's what they are. We already have one. What are you talking about?
Wales is just you got money. That doesn't mean you're senseless, but they do track a lot.
Well, whales tend to imply that all they do is whaling and not a lot of gaming. All they do is spending money.
Well, that is the gaming as far as they're concerned. That's what their culture told them to do.
So like most of their notoriety is spending money without actual effort.
Me, I call it as it is. Culture is always going to be the problem, and I don't give a shit about culture. This is why I have a knack to piss everyone off, and despite not putting any effort into doing so. And are you still here, BK? How about you tell these guys to come to this server and call me retarded to my face?
I don't think they're allowed to get into Discord.
Yeah, because of the Great Firewall. I'm surely they have VPNs.
Nope, they are not mainland Chinese. They are outside Chinese.
Well, all the more reason to come here and start shit talk. I literally encourage people to shit talk us. So it's like, I'm not even saying this out of spite. Come here and shit talk us. It's good advertisement.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think a lot of. I haven't. Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen a lot of communities where they manage to piss off fucking like dedicated player base from across the world, or at
And
least.
then you haven't played enough free-to-play games.
No, I haven't joined enough of the communities. I don't really care much of the communities for free to play games. I just play for because like DFO is one of the only free to play games I've invested enough times in to give a damn about. Besides League, League of Legends is like the only other game I spent over a decade in and engaged in the community. DFO is the second.
Yeah, see, for me, in most cases, they kind of just exist. And I end up accidentally engaging with the community, again, through no effort on my part, because I'm a fence sitter to a lot of people. Like, back when I used to play fighting games a lot, I was, the cancer to the competitive community, because I'm too casual for them.
How do you accidentally engage?
I get hate mail from the Soulcobra 5 Xbox community for not caring that my win-loss ratio is below 0.5.
What the fuck is that? Wait, what? Wait.
I'm not sweaty enough for them, basically.
They're angry because you don't care about how.
They were angry at me because I'm not sweaty enough for them.
Yeah, so like they're angry because you're not upkeeping your win rate.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar vein to why the Chinese community is currently calling me retarded. It's like I'm not sweaty enough for them. That's basically it. It just, instead of money, it's how much time I spent in training room. Like, people just have a weird sense of pride for the games they're obsessive about.
Oh yeah, because it's a sunk cost fallacy now. Because if you've spent that much time,
been there, done that.
And you can't get anything good out of it.
That's literally like the majority of my gaming experience is people refusing to believe that I don't care about sunk cost fallacy and trying to boot me out of their community for it. Before fighting games, it was Metal Gear Online, so there was that too.
I'm sorry, I could never understand how people get angry over other people on like such a niche, tiny game. Well, okay, keep that point because DFO is the same. But like Metal Gear Online, really? You get angry over people on that fucking game?
I want to... Wait, it's not even about like being niche. There's this one video that Sly posted a couple of months here on Critical Thinking about Shroud getting mad at somebody on Call of Duty because they're I forgot what he said exactly. Basically, you're not contributing to the competitive community or something because he's so bad at Call of Duty, the guy he was fighting.
Wait, no way.
I gotta find it again. Hold on.
Wait, no, it's okay. I just look at Sly in the Critical Thinking.
It was a long time ago. So.
Yeah, no, because like it should be easy. From has.
I'll just post it for you. Just for that.
How the fuck did you find it so fast? God damn it. Yeah, there you go. You were actual garbage. You were actual garbage. Just go play another game.
These are the people who don't understand that they like playing the game for the gameplay loop. It's the same old fucking story I've seen for the last 15 years. DFO's... Oh, okay, see ya. DFO is just the latest in a long line of games where...
Here's the line I would draw for these kind of problems, quote unquote. If the game has two modes, casual and ranked, any kind of criticism relating to effort, skill, whatever, is kind of valid because the mode is meant to have that as the baseline. Like you have to improve on such like parameters.
Yeah, like I can understand that.
Yeah,
but not to the point of booting them out of your community.
Okay, no, that's the ego talking. You can't really take the ego out of competitive, you know.
Yeah, because for most people, like I was telling, I'm pretty sure I told Sly, like Shroud's train of thought is the side of justice, basically. Because that's just most competitive players in a nutshell.
No. For people like him, in games where what's the word? People like him gravitates towards competitiveness, right? Like, because he's a competitive person, and he lets his ego takes the wheel whenever he's playing competitive games, and it just people like him don't can't won't can't or just unable to see the casual way of playing or doing things because he's so deep in his own fucking ass. He can't get his head out of it.
It's like people reacting to metal on DFO.
Also, dude, you know what's the worst fucking part about this?
Hmm.
The game he's playing, it doesn't even have a ranked mode. This is an extraction mode where you go in with random or pre-made, and you go in, you loot shit, you get the fuck out. Why is he raging over like someone being bad? What?
I don't know. The only valid point that I've seen in this regard was when Popping was like trying to use that as a prediction of how as to how I live my life. You're like, you're gonna be a useless motherfucker in real life. And it's like, okay, now at least you're tying it to something tangible. It's like, if it's a video game, who gives a shit?
Like pride, like do you not shit or how people that guy fucking. Sometimes I wonder how people get by in like gaming like shit. I don't care what they did. Go
Oh, this poor bastard. He has the synergy set.
for the sake of your own fucking like pride.
At epic tier, no less. Goddamn.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Like, for the sake of your life, go play another game. Why is he so mad? I can't get this.
It's kind of funny because like a week ago, Maximilian reacted to another Shroud video of him talking about friction in fighting games or something like that. Or Shroud in particular was using Tarkov, I believe, as his example, and he said you can take all the friction out of Tarkov, like the inventory management, like worrying about whether you're getting headshot on the next corner or not, but then you're taking away what makes Tarkov for its fan base.
Darby.
And for me, it's the same thing with DFO. It's like if they take away, the beat 'em up aspect of it as a as a cash grab or something, then I'm probably not going to be playing this anymore.
Oh yeah, exactly. I would probably stop playing DFO if it stopped being like that interactive. Because I still haven't found a game that's as interactive as DFO. Like it, I said this to Benny before. Like, I mean, I've said this multiple times. No other game has drained me as fast as effective as DFO. I can spend hours playing League of Legends, like over 10 games a day, without feeling like I'm dead. Like,
I mean,
dead.
League's not exactly like mechanically demanding, so.
No, it to a certain point, yeah, it does, because you're going through so many things at the same time. It's just, and it's like,
Well, that's
the longer
really its RTS roots talking, basically.
well, yeah, it kind of is, because you're juggling, your character, your laning with your team. It's just a lot of shit. Still, I can do that. I can do 10 games of that without feeling I'm dead.
Mhm.
I played 2 or 3 hours of DFO, and I feel like I aged 5 years. because like every instance of DFO requires my fingers, my brain to work at almost 90 to 100% capacity. There's no like resting, like you can't just autopilot if you're unless you're doing
I mean, well, you gotta pick certain classes for that.
well, yeah, unless you're playing certain classes or playing certain content that don't really require much, input, like interactivity. Still, when you're playing content that does, and usually they are, it just drains the fuck out of you.
Hmm.
Like, think about it. When we were at, like, most active,
How
we
close is this
grinded,
fucking guy gonna get? Like, what the hell?
we we were grinding like 5 characters and going through all of the advanced dungeons for the week. Like, can you imagine that shit every single day? Or at least it's just insane. I get tired. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's why I try to do it on like Tuesday, because like I yeah, last week was when I was like doing all my weeklies like piecemeal, like day in day out. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like that's also why I sometimes I want people to get in the advanced dungeon or whatever with me, so I can relax knowing you guys would finish the job while I can reduce my fucking brain power to like minimum capacity. I don't wanna expend.
Yeah, why do you think I
energy.
fucking ping people? It's like if people are too scared to ask for a carry, I'm coming to them first.
I don't want to fucking sit there and do all the work and like holy shit I'm drained.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Okay, you know what?
I can literally see him on his stupid ass 4-wheeler mower thing. And we have big yards in this neighborhood. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to the front
Yeah.
yard now. Thank fuck. It's like he was just doing this last week. How many times per fucking month do you had to mow your fucking lawn? Like,
Oh yeah, by the way, Shroud's game is Shroud's game is barely has any players despite him being so gatekeepy and
which game are you talking about?
apparently he has a game called Spectre's Divide. Like this
I've heard of that one. I haven't seen any gameplay of it. Oh yeah, just to go back on that whole mentality, it's like my own fucking dad does this to me for Division 2. Like, he doesn't understand how I can sit there and play with people who can't comprehend gear at all in Division 2. It's like, well, I can adapt. It's like, I just take it as, if they don't want to learn, I just take it as an opportunity to like relax for a bit. Because at least as far as Division 2 goes, like, there's not really any like sweaty endgame activities to do. Unless you want side grades to your firearms.
He's in the toxic level. One more level and he'll start texting minors.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Or not even just texting minors, just threatening people in general.
Being a decent human being.
I told you before about how I had a random Grand Theft Auto Online player DDoS me, right? Hello?
Sorry, what?
Did I tell you before about how I had like a random Grand Theft Auto player like DDoS me over an Xbox Live Party?
You did. It's just retarded, bro.
That's like the, how do I put it? That's the logical conclusion of this mentality. This is why, like, when people, like, when we get, like, BK's Chinese buddies calling me retarded, it's like, I escalate it to absurdity, because that's usually where people draw the line. It's like, most people deep down are not murderous psychopaths, so that's the easiest way for me to get them to shut up. And if they are murderous psychopaths, at least I'll be dead in the near future. I don't have to live on this fucking planet anymore. It's also like this mentality from competitive players. It's like, again, I'm just gonna go back to your worldview for a minute. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, like the people in LA, like saying you're racist for protesting their protest, it's the same fucking mentality, basically. It's like, you are not literally me, so you deserve to die.
Protesting your protest. I don't know, man. I just feel like there's people just stop having innate sense of value anymore. Like
You say that as if we ever started.
No, it used to. You see, like, like I feel like back then, the overall majority of people used to have a how do I put this? It's like saying core values sounds stupid, but it's kind of what it is. Like, oh my god, the fucking lawnmower is here again. It's like
I literally can't hear you now. Like, I have to close the windows.
back then, most people can
Give me a second.
Oh. I'm just saying, a while back then, like a while back, like a few okay,
Before the internet.
I think, yeah, I guess the thing is, I feel like the only, I guess this is for any generation to be honest, but for me, it was around at the 2000 to 2010 ish, is when things were a bit less cancerous. Like people were less.
Well, that's because the internet was still small, isolated communities back then.
People were less volatile. Yeah, they were less prone to being drones. They were less prone to outbursts. They seem human. They have flaws, but they also have good, like, goodness in them. Like you can tell they're just trying to go through things. But now it's like fucking LA.
Now it's like the flaws are the goodness, basically.
Yeah, now like they've somehow conflated being a bad person or being whatever kind of person makes them better or makes them different to a point where they think they should have a higher position over other people. It's like when and how the fuck did we go from not, it's like, how is not wanting outsiders to come into your country and fuck things up become a bad thing? Like, just from that point alone, how did we go from not wanting that?
Okay, before people like thinking about these people that come to your country and fucking things up, first you have to think who's really fucking you up every day, and it's the politicians of your country.
It's the
officials. Every government is like this, and they're the ones that opening the doors into. They're the ones that are telling who's opening the door into.
Jojo, I'm not talking about the it's happening. I'm saying the people going from not wanting that to wanting that. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, why did they go?
He saw the benefits that
안개신님의 꿈 중 하나의 조언을
the people, not the Jojo, the people, not the corporations.
my god, my cat farts it. It's so fucking nasty.
The normal average. Look at LA. How the fuck is the normal average people
Oh.
go from not wanting outsiders coming in fucking things up to
I mean, that's a really simple answer. That's a really simple answer. The normal people left.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the normal people left the place and then...
They never were like that. Like, how do you know that they were witnessing now against? Like, how do you know that? Maybe just a few of them, but not everybody. Maybe they were with them. Like,
How do you think gentrification happens, Josser? Like when the rich people see that where they're living and it's becoming a shithole, they leave, and then the people who are causing it to be a shithole accelerate that process.
I guess. It's still, I just...
Same thing again, just to tie it to something almost completely unrelated. DFO is an example. Like DFO is a shithole of a community because normal ass people don't want to get over their fear of elitism. Or fear of socializing with anybody in general, really, if Kanjali is any indication. Oh shit, forgot the model.
I still don't understand how did... Because, like, I'm pretty sure comparing the MMO space from now to, like, say, a few decades ago, you wouldn't see this level of shyness, you know?
Well, yeah, well, as somebody on the True Gaming subreddit put it, is because you were fucking required to socialize, otherwise you literally wouldn't progress. So stuff like,
No. The thing is, even if it wasn't like a requirement, people were more like open to the fact that, oh, I should go and talk and interact with others. Now they're like, oh, I should do, like, it's the total opposite.
No, it's it's the effect of social media. Back then, you didn't know like that.
Okay.
Like I'm just like on TikTok, you won't go in like some platform and see someone, like see people making fun of someone because of X or Z or Y. Like, you get me? And now, like, you know the reality of others that are behind the screen, that they're most likely gonna be like chapter all makes fun of others, and you don't want to approach them. And people like this fear of communication with others, or just like starting a friendly conversation with someone online, just like you're not there anymore, and people are scared that, you know.
or as somebody on Reddit once put it, automated matchmaking killed online communities.
Dude, I hate it. Like automation, like the automating systems where it just groups you with people. It just
Is it what you were talking about? The old days, that was basically private servers for shooters in general, because there wasn't anything other than private servers. If you were being an asshole in somebody's server, you were getting kicked. So most people were inclined to not be an asshole.
Yep, true.
So it's like nowadays it's like you can be an asshole, who cares, they'll just block you and move on. Do I have this already?
And like now people are so shy to a point where if no one starts the conversation, nobody will. And it's just you are okay. The best thing about you, and is also the worst thing about you, because you are a walking risk that if anyone were to accept your invite, they are willingly getting themselves into the shittiest fucking experience or the best experience because of how shitty it is.
Yeah, why do you think I reworded my intro page on this server? Because Assassin's little rant about me made me rethink it a little bit.
It's so funny because you're the only one doing this, but you're also the worst fucking person to do this.
Yeah, because I'm not paying to win, and I'm not stuck up my own ass. Like if I don't get it clear, that means my life is ruined. It's like I'm not that sort of person.
So it's like imagine Satan going around doing charity work. Like what the fuck? you look at the guy, you can clearly tell he's not a good person, but he's doing
I'm more akin to Lucifer. Satan's the people that are plus 15 amped and trying to gatekeep everyone because they're not plus 15 amped.
yeah, sure. And it's like, damn, bro. If I don't like go to this guy's party, I'm never getting any like progress or whatever interaction.
Yeah, that's like that's also like a challenge to those people. It's like if you can't jive with us, you've got problems. It's like, I'm sorry, but you got problems. This is coming from me. It's like and even then I'm like I'm not gonna fucking like hate you for it unless you're being an asshole about it, like fucking Legends.
Fucking legends, bruh.
It's like you can be shit at DFO and not be a shit person. It's like I get that tracks a lot for some people, and it's like, yeah, I'll buy that. But you find people who aren't doing that. It's like, why would you like blow your chance to, like, I don't know. It's like they're normal people at the end of the day. I don't know. That's the way I see it. That's kind of why like I get on your ass about your worldview all the time. It's like, okay, somebody's like a nigger or whatever, or a Jew or a Zionist, and it's like whatever the fuck you hate today. It's like, okay, sure. It's like, if you are that sort of person, one, I'm gonna say you're using your race as an excuse, and two, I'm just gonna ignore you.
No, it's just for me, I'm the total opposite of you. You go into interacting with people with, say, the positive side. I go into.
I'm not even sure if I would call it positive, but okay.
It's either neutral or positive, either one. Me, I default to every interaction as negative, as in, like, every single time anyone randomly DMs me, I'm immediately defaulting them to some Indian, Middle East.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, if I get like random sus DMs, I'm just ignoring them automatically.
Like Far Eastern Europe fucking scammer, like, just I defaulted to the worst possibility, and usually I'm right. So it's like the way I do things are often validated.
Well, I mean, when you put somebody on a hot mic, you reveal who they are usually. 'Cause usually they forget to have a filter in front of you.
But still, if I'm in an environment where my defaulting to the negative won't give me a desired outcome, or it would end up bad, I won't do that, but I'll keep it as a backup, like it will always be the fallback that I will go to if being neutral or even positive doesn't work out. That's it. You, on the other hand, does the other, like the opposite. You would be
if I was in with like punching or shooting distance of somebody, I would agree with you. But this is the fucking video game community we're talking about.
Actually, you know what? I'll make this easier. I'm gonna shoot first, ask questions later. You are ask questions first and then shoot later. Okay, that's it.
Pretty
That's
much.
it. That's kind of how it is. Yeah, I prefer to have prejudices, biases, and that would lead to me shooting first. You tend to be the opposite. You don't have that, so you ask questions first. Whatever. Yeah.
That, and I'm not wasting a bullet on a fucking idiot.
Yeah. See, you won't waste a bullet on some random person.
Like, it's already enough the fucking, what is it called, the ATF is trying to fucking make every gun owner a felon now, so, like, you already got enough to worry about your plate.
Yeah, if the U.S. does end up having a civil war, it's gonna be the bloodiest fucking civil war.
Oh my god, it's gonna be funny, bro.
Every single
everyone is the opposition. Everyone is the opposition of the other.
I'm pretty sure everyone has at least 2 guns in their house. Most people. in the U.S. So like, blood is gonna fill the streets.
It just reminded me of a random plot point in State of Decay 2. Like sometimes one of your survivors would be like, I wonder how this would have started, how this would have ended up if the zombie apocalypse started anywhere outside of America.
It would involve a lot of.
Because it's like half the reason why your survivors survive is because they have guns.
No, I mean like, cause like, here's the thing, right? You don't get extremist solutions in countries like in the West mostly. You would get completely extremist, like martial law to the point of, militaristic.
Like military intervention.
Yeah, like it would get so like the escalation. Okay, the escalation in the Western world compared to anywhere else are so vastly different because in the West the escalation goes slowly. It doesn't bump up quickly to military jumping in, fucking killing everything. In other countries, in non-Western countries, that happens. You get a slightest look at Tiananmen Square. Like that alone should tell you how different it is compared to the U.S. If you compare that to the U.S.
or what happened to South Korea last year.
Yeah, so it's like compare the Tiananmen Square to the LA riots, you can clearly tell how fast and how much it would escalate in a non-Western country. Militaries going down on the street, gunning fucking unarmed like protesters. That's how far it would escalate and how fast it would escalate. So I'm pretty sure if there was a zombie apocalypse happening, I wouldn't say anywhere else have a big problem. They'll just gun and burn everything down, even if at the cost of killing innocents, because it's easier to just wipe out an entire.
Almost definitely. Yeah, I agree.
They would wipe out a whole. They would wipe out a whole city, even if half of the city is innocents, just to make sure no fucking zombie virus is left alive.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, and in the U.S., you would have like fucking.
I forgot to give the other side of this coin. Sometimes one of your survivors might randomly generate a zombie sympathizer.
Oh yeah, that's the U.S. That is the U.S. You would get people like claiming, oh, they're not zombies yet. You can still cure them. You can't kill them. That shit would never fly anywhere else. It would never fly anywhere else. Holy fuck. Zombie sympathizers. I can't believe the game you're playing even has that shit, bro.
Or at least I think I remember. It's like a lot of the like survivor personalities are not really much more than like one-off like plot points, but I mean it's there, I guess.
Zombie sympathizer, state of decay.
Like it doesn't really affect the game that much because you can still play the zombie sympathizer and shoot everything. So.
Wait, where is it here? Wait, zombie sympathizer, survivor?
I think so. I don't know if I'm remembering things wrong, but like some of your survivors might have disagreements of that sort.
Traits, zombie survivor.
I don't remember what it was like actually called, but.
Hey, let me see. Wait, is this 2 or 1?
State of Decay 2.
Okay, 2. All out of fucks. I have none left to give.
Yeah, that's actually a trait. Yeah. There's a bunch of like traits that basically just boil down to I'm an asshole, and he just sours the mood with your entire community, basically.
Where's the? Oh my god, there's a lot.
There's a shit ton of traits. Yes.
Do you remember like what's the?
I wish I did.
Yeah. No, I don't think it is zombie sympathizer, but like, do you remember like the first letter of it?
I don't. All I remember is I heard like somebody on the radio talking about it once. Or actually, no, I don't think it was a trait. It's just like one of those like random lore radio calls that you just get. And the guy was talking about somebody marrying a zombie or something. And then he goes on to say that this happened in Florida, so you know it has to be true.
Okay, fucking Florida.
저는 항상 기다리고
I wish I had more reason to play that game, but I think I've like I squeezed out all the entertainment from it. You know, short of like modding it, which there's not really a lot of good mods out there for this game, surprisingly.
Well, if you were a degenerate, you would be looking up like core mods for it. You know,
Yeah, those exist.
like all the other degenerates.
You know me, I'm like, there's a time and place for that stuff. I don't want it in my video games.
Like once they get over the it's like there's only two paths for the modding community in general. Either you find and install mods that insanely increases the game's gameplay.
Yeah, I'm that sort of person. The difficulty.
Overhaul, and then it's the other side.
That's why I was surprised. Like I remember watching Quan playing RE. I think it was Resident Evil 2 remake. I don't remember, but he just had a mod where Joe was like fucking thick. I'm like, I did not peg you to be this type of person, Quan.
No, because okay, I can understand that because like it's a little eye candy.
Yeah, Quan's the sort of person. Well, he'll just enjoy it quietly, basically.
Yeah, like it's not.
So it makes it all the more surprising when you see him doing it.
So it's like, yeah, it's a little eye candy. It's something to look at, but like there's the other side where it's just full on nude cum.
Yeah, and then you have Benny. You basically have Benny.
I did that. I played the title with naked characters.
Like, dude, even fucking DFO has like 18 plus mods. Like, I don't get it. Like, they're pixels, man. They're pixels. Why?
Well, pixels leave more to the imagination.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Hell, I think fucking DFO itself did that as an April Fool's joke. He was like, oh, here's a nude package. Complete with like the fucking mosaic sensor and everything.
So it's like there's only two paths modding games can go. The degenerate or the fucking overhaul guy making things better. You know what? Speaking of this, now I'm intrigued. Let's go on Lover's Lab to see if State of Decay, if State of Decay 2 is even on that shitty side, bro. Cause a friend of mine is like plays The Sims, and she already went on that shit and like, oh, because like she was looking for some niche mods that's only on there, not on Nexus for some reason. And it's like, oh, why is there so many porn on here? Like, you do know it's an 18 plus.
It's like there's a reason why it's called Lover's Lab.
Oh, I decided like a nice name. No, it's not. It's literally just a porn mod site. Oh my god.
Well, she either became scarred for life or became a fujoshi after that.
She's not really into like that thing.
Okay, so scarred for life then.
Yeah, nah, she just went on there for like some Sims mod, because like most of the Sims mods that are like non-PG, I'm pretty sure it's not allowed on Nexus. That's why she went on there, because like that's the only place it's allowed to host.
Oh great.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm just lagging out of DFO then.
Yippee.
What the fuck? Come on. At least this didn't happen during raid. Well, on the other hand, there goes like 20 FP or so. Come on, get on with it. Yep, there it is. You have been disconnected. Time to reboot the game twice. Tier 1 now? Is it safe to open the windows again? Too hot for this shit. They didn't ask me to reboot the game again. It's pretty rare.
Man.
What's up, man?
Did
Why are
I?
you such a like that?
Oh,
보고 싶어.
Also, I got so fucking bored of like Skyrim so fast.
yeah,
It's
that's
so
not a high bar to set. The game itself
Well,
is kind of
I
boring.
can't even find any game to play. I can't even find
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm starting to sound like my dad now. It's like, how do you guys have like so many forms of entertainment and then just like still have nothing to do? Like, I don't get it.
Oh, which one? Like, yesterday I was looking into the anime list, and I found out that I watched like most of the cool animes. Like, I have nothing else to watch, and I'm saying for
No, the thing is,
video games, there's not a game that's like makes me feel like I wanna play something.
it's easy to find games. It's hard to find games that would keep you playing.
Oh my god, there's so
And I've finished a lot of games, to be honest. Like except for like grinding games, most of the games I touch, I finished.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of people on like the True Gaming subreddit who like get on my ass for playing live service games, and it's like they don't understand that I don't have the mental fortitude to like fucking combo like 10-hour games left, right, and center. I don't know, like Delphic does this too. Like he's on a different fucking game every 2 weeks, and like I don't know how he does it.
Well, okay, that I don't know. I'm currently going through Fallout New Vegas again, trying to finish everything in one save. That's the only thing I haven't done yet, like finishing everything in one save. I always I've done all the DLCs. Like the first time I played, I did all the DLCs, but I haven't finished all the endings. Like it's weird. I'm somewhat of a completionist, but I'm also not. I don't want to finish everything. I just want to finish all the important things. Right now I'm doing that, and it's like the longer I play, the longer I get a bit bored, a bit tired of it too.
Yeah, like
It gets monotonous, you know?
there's some people who don't agree with how I play like Grand Theft Auto like single player games. Like, why are you not doing literally everything or just like killing everything inside? It's like, well, I want to see more of the story, dude.
I'm a Julian.
It's like I'll get to the side content when the story is over.
بس أنا شو أخذ
Your mic is still on, Jojo.
Oh, he's not speaking English anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying. I don't know if it's like something personal or not.
Also, it's like right now, I there's some games where I wish there was a dedicated or at least a vibrant community scene, but it just doesn't have it here where I'm living. You know, like the
That's probably the ethno state talking. Is Vietnam anything like Indonesia, where like gaming is like the spawn of the devil?
What do you say?
Is Vietnam like anything like Indonesia, where like gaming is the spawn of the devil?
Okay, why does it cut out when you say gaming?
I don't know. Maybe it's this fucking stupid ass lawnmower asshole. I don't know. Like Indonesia tried to ban gaming, basically.
Most Asian no, thing is it's two things, right? One is because most Asian countries don't regard, you know, video games as anything other than another vice,
Hmm.
to be honest. Two, mostly because the ones my age and younger are all fucking phone players. Like they're all gaming on their phone.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
And it's also playing on your phone is mostly the dominant market in Asia compared to like anywhere else, you know. And it's like I'm my enjoyment comes from PC games, but the games that I play, the communities that are vibrant are only in other countries, which if I want to be a part of, my ping is gonna be insanely high, which is gonna ruin the experience for me anyways. So it's like shit.
Well, if you think,
It's annoying.
yeah, try being a PC gamer in Japan then.
Oh,
Even after VTubers made PC gaming more palatable, people still largely think it's for like hentai.
like, dude, I'm pretty sure being a PC gamer in Japan is just you waiting to kill yourself because it's like out of 10 people, maybe one person played Pong on their fucking PC. You know what I mean? Like in Japan, like out of 10 people you can find, maybe one of them played Pong on their PC.
It doesn't help that Steam actively cucks the Japanese market for no good reason.
Okay, why is that? I don't know.
Let me give you the article for that. Hold on.
Oh no, I haven't heard of this. What the fuck, bro?
I don't know if this is still relevant. This is from like a couple of years ago, but
No, let's see. Let's see if it's still a thing. And yeah, so it's like, and like the thing is, okay, I told you about the whole phone market and young.
yeah.
The opposite of it are the old ones, and the worst part is the old ones. They play old as shit games. Like
Nothing past like 2010.
Yes, no, I'm talking 20 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Some around then, 20 years ago games where it's like, you know what? They're playing equivalent. The games they're playing are the equivalent of ZT Online without the egregious. Oh, actually no, there is, but like it's very niche. Like it's not as bad as China, but still, there's games like ZT Online, and there's also the whole like pay to win aspect and the non-pay to win, but it's just so niche and so old. No one from my generation would bother playing it. So it's like I'm stuck in this fucking limbo where I can't relate or have community to play the games that I'm playing with because they're all fucking playing on their phones. And the ones that are not, they're playing games so old that even my grandpa would have said this shit looks ass. My dead grandpa would like, yeah, this shit looks ass. It's like, fuck. How? Where and how do I go? What the fuck do I do? This shit is.
Yeah, I mean, I just take what I can get. So if I find anybody on DFO who actually loves DFO, it's like, well, there's a miracle right there, I guess.
Yeah, loving it is one thing. Holy fuck. What is it? Japan market small, according to Japan. Players in Japan recently a big obstacle. Steam wasn't built to support. Wait, what? Steam wasn't built to support Japanese games or money? How? We get so much Japanese games on Steam. How does that
I don't know, I
possible?
think it was like if I remember correctly, it was like some sort of like infrastructure problem or like regional pricing problem, something like that. Because it's like because like the internet in Japan is owned by like basically by a fucking monopoly. They probably had some say in Steam's operation over here or over there.
Navigate Japanese IP, and you'll see some Japanese on a store. Entire screen full of English text, about as inviting as it is for Japanese native. Okay.
It's kind of like how it's kind of like how the Xbox brand got off on the wrong foot in Japan, where they tried to advertise to Japan by being as American as possible.
Yeah, they wanted to be the American, the Japanese thing.
And spoiler alert, it didn't work out for them.
So this is okay, so this is language barrier is one thing, and then so it's language barrier, and also the interest in PC gaming isn't there.
Yeah, this was 2017, so this is like before VTubers like again made it more palatable to PC game. This is still back when everybody thought PCs were for offices and people jerking it to hentai.
Also, yeah, it's also like, what is he's saying here? The lack of the indie scene is a cultural thing where the Japanese, they're taught to go to school, get a job, stay at that company until you retire, you're done. And they're...
Well, obviously they didn't talk about Comic-Cat in that article.
And so
You want your indie scene, you go to Comic-Cat.
No, because Comic-Cat is for like the physical stuff, you know, like the drawing.
Yeah, but that's where a lot of like the indie game devs go, or in the indie like mangaka.
Yeah, but no, we're talking about like tech stuff. Like
Yeah, I mean that's what the word dojin literally means. It's an indie thing. Why is my mic cutting out? Like I don't fucking understand.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Also, so yeah, so like the
where fucking like I know it's not my mic because OBS is picking it up consistently. It's something on Discord.
say Japan has a history of amateur game dev with dojin games like Toho.
There you go.
These are personal hobby. They're rarely sold. It's like they they don't have a big enough indie scene, like say in the West. Like, itch.io, right? Like look at itch.io, you can see a bunch of fucking shit being thrown in up there. You don't really have that with the Japanese, or at least it's not prevalent enough to garner a scene, you know?
Okay,
It-
this
it's not-
is probably maybe really stupid, but I just turned noise suppression off. I think it's because of my fan.
Oh.
So I turned noise suppression off. Hopefully, nope. It's still cutting in and out. I don't fucking. What the hell? Whatever. I'll just figure it out some other time.
The Japanese have a genetic predisposition to motion sickness. Nigga, how the fuck did they? Okay.
Yeah, the first time I heard of that was through Metal Gear Solid 3. Actually, Metal Gear Solid 3.
No. This is stupid because this point is kind of stupid for me to read at, because the Japanese used to have air dominance back when, you know, World War II, right? Like, really? Like, motion sickness? They used to be the best at piloting planes. Motion sickness.
Well, I think there's a little bit of selection bias going on there, or survivorship bias. the ones who are motion sick are not going to be pilots.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like, I remember reading an article like years upon years ago. Like again, this is fucking, what the hell is going on with Discord right now? Voice and video. You know what? I'm just gonna try using push to talk. I don't know why this is being fucking weird, but okay. But yeah, I remember reading an article a long time ago about how, like, Kojima Productions was afraid of adding a free camera to, like, the first re-release of Metal Gear Solid 3, because they feared about the, the Japanese player base getting motion sick.
Oh my god.
And also, like, they're also genetically predisposed to seizures, which is why Pokemon got a lot of shit in the 90s for that one Porygon episode.
Also, I guess I guess maybe it's also peripherals like keyboards and mouse. I don't think keyboard and mouse is a popular peripheral for the Japanese.
Well, yeah,
So
because
that's also kind of why.
think about how hard it is to type Japanese on an English keyboard.
No. I'm saying like just controls, like game controls, not like using.
No, yeah, I get that, but they're probably not using like a QWERTY keyboard, QUE, the default English keyboard.
Yeah, I guess so. So it's probably even hard for them. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, you know what? It really is weird when everywhere else in the world is so accepting of PC gaming. Even in like most Asian countries, like net cafes literally is a booming business to this day.
Like, I remember a long time ago when me and my brother still used to make Warcraft 3 maps a lot. There was this one, like, arena fighter thing that he was doing, and, like, some Europeans told him that he needs to change the keybinds because they don't work on European keyboards.
Oh my god. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I think he had, like, QWE as the default, and, like, QWE are on, like, 3 very different spots on an European keyboard.
But yeah, you know what? That explains a lot of my complaints that I guess I haven't said it, but it explains a lot of my complaints on why some games have the most egregious motherfucking keybinds. Maybe that's why. Maybe because on their keyboards, those keys make sense. But when it's on my fucking keyboard, it's stupid. Like, say WASD, for them, it's like the keys they're equivalent.
They're probably in different spots, yeah.
For them, it's close to each other. But for me, when it translates to WASD, it's like QFNM.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Like shit. Maybe that's why. Shit, I never thought of like because I always thought, oh, even if the game was made some bumfuck country, whatever, there's no way the keyboard layout, like, I'm not talking about the keys themselves, I'm just saying the keyboard layout, there's no way they can't just make it so that the keyboard layout, like the WASD is always going to be those keys, like it doesn't have to be fixed to WASD, it's just the keys themselves, like the layout themselves.
Well, if you were a good game dev, you would just have all the defaults by default, I guess. That's what people usually do. But when you're talking like early 2000s Korean MMOs, not so much.
Like the old games, like the like fucking Deus Ex, bro. Fucking Deus Ex default keys are like you're playing what's that game? Like Twister. You're playing Twister with your fucking finger. If you're playing Deus Ex, the first game, on the default keybinds. Like, holy shit, it's so hard. What the fuck, man? Ugh. Like, I think some countries still like, and in this case, Japan, I say, still hasn't gotten past the point where, you know, when back then, like games like Doom, like, you know, just games like Doom clones, whatever. Before that, people have their own keybinds to move around and shoot and whatever, until a guy, I think he got the Camaro from John Romero or something.
Yeah.
Because he won a tournament. He was the one to popularize the WASD. Like,
Yeah, it's always gonna be somebody popularizes it and then everyone else just copies them.
I think some countries, especially Japan right now, still hasn't had that implemented into their gaming scene or culture, where the default to move around, just that is WASD.
And then there's Naughty Dog.
Okay. Oh my god.
Their controls are still living in like the early 2000s, no matter how new their games get.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe because of these reasons, keyboard and mouse isn't popular, and then PC gaming isn't popular, and then it leads to just buying a fucking console and a controller, and that's it. You don't have to deal with fucking key binding on a PC. Having to figure out how to fucking run the game. It's like, you know what? The more I talk about it, the more it makes sense. There's so many fucking barriers and layers to this shit. No wonder the Japanese don't want to get through it.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it too. I mean, because Delphic keeps asking me to ask my dad to get into PC gaming so that they can play the same tactical shooters together, and he just simply does not want to deal with all the problems that come with a PC. Like, he doesn't want to. It's not like Xbox where you can literally just turn it off; it'll update itself. You can't really do that with a PC. Or if there is, I haven't heard of it yet. Because, like, think of like Windows Update. Like, you can't like turn the computer off, and then if there's a scheduled Windows Update, it'll just do it for you. Like, they're always gonna fucking bug you about it.
Yeah, I guess that's why the fucking Japanese are. The scene isn't really big. Also,
I mean, from what I understand, like, the advent of computing in Japan just didn't really go well for them, because like there were so many different competing standards for computing in Japan, and then that's not even getting into like the internet monopolies over there.
oh,
So it's a whole other can of worms, basically.
actually no. Like, come to think of it, it's kind of weird that, say, there's no like, let's just say overall, the young generation, the young kids in Japan, do they not see computers and keyboards and mouse and they think, hey, this looks fun, I want to play with it? Do they not have that?
And they probably don't see a computer, period. Again, it's like largely they largely treat PCs as the purview of like office work. Like, why do you think the Switch 2 came with the ability to use your Joy-Cons as a mouse?
So it's like, it's lack of exposure too. Oh my god, it's weird. It's like, wait, this makes no fucking sense. How did PC gaming even got any footing in other Asian countries where?
Well, again, the big tech monopolies in like the 70s and 80s and stuff like that. It's like PC gaming was huge in the 80s in Japan, and then just like fucking greedy ass companies kind of just like drove it into the ground.
No, because like you know, like how other Asian countries, they're so poor they can't afford Western consoles.
Well, I mean, there's that too. I mean, Japan is comparatively richer, I guess.
And it's like we have to make do by, you know, playing PC games and then, you know, cracking games and getting like pirating games and all that shit.
Don't even get me started on like the fucking Western poor, like indirect Western poor shaming in that regard. Like Asians can't make real games. It's like, yeah, they can't because they're literally too poor to do so, and then they just ignore you afterwards.
So it's like, yeah, so I feel it's weird because there's no way that in other Asian countries they manage to take hold of PC and just build a whole marketplace for it, but Japan doesn't. It's so weird. Like, did the console, I guess,
While other countries didn't have America in their pocket after World War II.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that does. Okay. Yeah. That makes.
See, this is why I said like politics may not care about you, but I mean, you may not care about politics, but politics sure as fuck cares about you.
Yeah, you know what? That's
It's like it all ties back to money at the end of the day, and politicians fucking with money.
So, I guess Japan wasn't allowed to have a free market.
No, like you said the other countries are poor. I said, you know, Japan comparatively was, you know, richer than them, so they can get away with having a, you know, a budding entertainment scene.
I'm just saying, like the Japanese, like you mentioned, they were in, like, you know, the
Yeah, they got American support after losing the war, so
so it's basically
they had money.
No. They didn't really have the freedom to like engage with all of the facets of the post-war technology. They're forced to like go into the, I guess, the console space because that's what everyone else, mostly the West, is also doing.
I swear I had like a Wikipedia article about like big tech in Japan basically ruining PC gaming. Hold on, I gotta find it again.
But yeah, you know, yeah, like, with your point, I think it's basically the big tech in Japan is like, oh, we're basically in their pockets now, so we have to play along with their console, you know, I guess console.
Because I vaguely remember like reading years ago on Reddit that like a lot of like Japanese natives like to blame, if they were old enough to remember, they blame like all these like big tech Japanese corporations for basically just fucking up PCs in general. Why can't I find it? I can't find it anymore though.
Which
I think it was like I think it was NEC or something. I don't remember what NEC stood for, but oh, Japanese Technology Corporation. There you go. And their HQ looks suspiciously like a penis, so that's nice. World's fourth largest PC manufacturer by 1990. Oh, they're a Fortune 500. That explains a lot.
that's also something I don't get. How the fuck does a country like Japan makes a lot of good quality PCs and a lot of PCs somehow not end up having a major market of PCs, like a major PC market compared to other Asian countries where they're poorer and they basically don't have the money to prop up a PC market.
Well, if you're not opposed, after this run I'm doing, if you're not opposed to me linking a Kotaku article that explains just that.
Okay, sure, like, dude, I don't really care.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of people on Reddit. As soon as I say the first half of the word Kotaku, they have a conniption because they have like a feud or something going on.
No, yeah, because Kotaku is filled with dog shit. They're probably gonna go offline pretty soon. Like,
Oh shit, really?
yeah, like Kotaku is, dude, it's.
No, like I know they're like one of the like woke media places, but like this article in like Japanese media is like one of the rare instances where they're not.
Like like it's Kotaku is the niggers are more than the blacks thing. there's way more bad shit in there than there is good shit.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. That's apparently been their reputation on Reddit for like quite a long time now.
It's everywhere. Like,
No, I mean, like they were hating on Kotaku before it was cool to do so.
yeah. So it's like it's been really bad for a long time, and it's only recently that I guess with all the political stuff happening, it start like the money is drying up. Basically, they can't fucking lose money on shit like Kotaku anymore. So Polygon just got offed.
God,
So
this is from this is from fucking 2013. This is older than the other article I gave you.
no wonder. It's probably back when Kotaku was still a proper fucking site, owned by proper people. Let me see.
Oh, there's NEC again. Like, I knew I had to remember that acronym from somewhere.
Wait, the image of PC gaming with many Japanese gamers first-person shooters. That's crazy.
No, that's the thing. Is like I don't know what it was, but like PC gaming started off on the same foot as every other first world country, and then like PC companies in Japan did something to like fuck everything up. I don't know what that is.
I'm fucking like weird. It's so weird.
You know what, I just realized.
Oh my god, bro! Fucking the Enix of Square Enix started out making eroge games. Oh my god!
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. All right. Also, browser games. There's this. Okay, this is another reason I don't get it. How is it that a country like Japan has such a big market of browser-based games, not have booming PC market? It makes no sense.
PC cafes, I would imagine.
No, that's the thing. There isn't even PC cafes isn't even.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it's like, how the fuck? Like, you know what the oldest gacha game is, like Grand Blue Fantasy, right? It's a browser-based gacha game, and it's okay. It's one thing. One thing is they've optimized it to where you can play it properly on phones. But
Yeah,
still,
obviously.
it's a browser-based game. How the fuck does that not make Japan, like, does not give Japan a big marketplace for PCs? How? It's browser-based.
Oh, this is. I knew I bookmarked this list of theories on.
And I guess it's also
Here, pick your poison.
Another reason why like PC games or PC gaming isn't big in Japan is because it's the language barrier, and there's no effort to trying to localize to Japan instead of Japaning localizing to the West.
Japanese internet associated PC with an extension of the workplace. Yeah, I already covered that one. Mobile internet took off really early in Japan and biased Japanese towards mobile computing and against PCs. Japanese have a keyboard allergy and don't feel comfortable with a QWERTY keyboard. Yeah, I covered that one too. Many Japanese bought PCs early and didn't have enough to do with them, exacerbated by the keyboard allergy. They gathered dust and earned the moniker Butsudan PC because they were only used once or twice a year.
Yeah, that too.
Adult gaming became the most popular genre, yeah, obviously.
Because, you know.
PC games nowadays tend to be more social, and Japanese feel uncomfortable with trash talking and aggressive behavior.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, you know what? It's also that too.
Dude, I remember a long time ago when Halo 2 was still online, like the Japanese reaction to teabagging.
Like, it's like they are okay. This might sound stupid, but I think it's their honor system, like the way they
It's just
treat.
it's a good old
like,
Japanese politeness.
Like they don't want to feel like asshole or be asshole. That's why even in gaming they're not being asshole.
It's not even that. It's just not being expressive in general. It's like that's a taboo in Japanese culture.
Well, okay, that point. Yet somehow, some fucking how on TV, it is the most depraved, degenerate, craziest shit ever.
Well, that's what happens when you suppress human thought, I guess. That's essentially what's happening.
How the fuck are they doing that on TV, but not doing it on the internet? It's like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? Naughty gaming, what the fuck?
Wait, there's one last one here. Proliferation of game arcades and the strength of Japanese game console companies skewed developers towards those platforms, leaving PC games dominated by Western titles that didn't fit Japanese taste. And then there's that thing with Steam that I linked you earlier.
Yeah, so it's let's say, so it's language barriers,
It's language barrier and mobile internet won the dice roll.
Yeah, it's language barrier, it's economic
Economic factors, yeah.
economic factors, and culturally they're not really into the whole engaging in the internet culture like everyone else is doing.
Oh, that reminds me of like a long time ago. My dad used to play. Fuck, what was it? I think it was SOCOM on PS2. Like back when you were able to play games online on a PS2, and he still remembers the one time he ended up in a lobby with a lot of Japanese players, and he's like, "Oh, so sorry, so sorry." Like every time they die or like miss a headshot or something. You know? He found it weird but really funny.
They're so their culture is so ingrained in them. Like they can't take off the mask of being a polite person, even on video games.
Well, they value that mask. That's the problem.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. I don't know. Like with all these things combined, I still don't understand how in this day and age there's no like at least a youth kind of scene for PC gaming in Japan. Like what are they doing?
It's definitely getting bigger, but again, it's largely relegated to Comiket and other similar like venues.
Also, you know what? Also, I think it's because the Japanese, they don't really have a boner for multiplayer.
That too.
Yeah, like,
Alright, this reminds me of this one discussion Maximilian had about netcode in fighting games being really shitty, and he attributes it to not something that Wikipedia calls "not invented here" syndrome. So they could learn how to use GGPO, but most of the documentation is in English. And also, it was made by a filthy Westerner, so they're definitely not going to use it.
Yeah, the Japan has that thing.
That's why, like, after COVID happened, like, every Japanese developer who had rollback in their games was an in-house solution. Like, they weren't using GGPO or anything like that.
No. Speaking of the whole made by filthy Westerner thing, same with COVID. I think I saw this from like a YouTube video where he was talking about like stuff happening in Japan and like how things were in COVID. Japan apparently there was a potato shortage, like there's a potato shortage leading to potato chips not being available.
What the fuck?
And then the reasoning as to why the potato shortage didn't go away immediately by just, buying from other countries is because the Japanese believe that other countries' potatoes are diseased and disgusting.
Well, yeah, I mean, what do you expect from Japan, really?
So they only like
They'd rather go without the potato chips.
Yeah, they would rather not have enough potatoes to not have potato chip shortage and to not lose profit, because the alternative is buying and using filthy, diseased potatoes from other countries. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. These people, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I wish I'd bookmarked the article, but I remember reading it something a long time ago that somebody from the Japanese government was like holding a vote as to whether I think it was a mistranslation, but the initial reporting was that somebody in their government was like holding a poll as to whether non-Japanese people should have human rights. This is the ethno state you're talking about.
Okay, listen. This goes beyond just ethno state.
But this is the logical conclusion. Let's be honest.
This is the supremacist fucking state.
If Vietnam exists for long enough, that's probably what it's going to turn out to be.
I mean, the thing is, okay, yeah, most people, guess nobody would know this, but we are okay. There used to be 50 tribes where my country is, and let's just say the people, the tribe that I am, I guess, the people that I am, are the now dominant one because my tribe of people.
Oh yeah, I mean it's basically the same thing as Japan. It's like, why do you think the Ainu exist in Japan too? But as far as today's Japan is concerned, they're not really Japanese. Kind of like Native Americans here in America.
Same thing. No. So that's the thing. What is it with the Americans and the natives? They're two different groups of people. One of them is British, basically.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Then we'll just go back to the Japanese then.
But yeah, so the Japanese, and let's say Japanese and my group of people, basically just wiped out the other the ones until they become the minority, and now we're the dominant fucking tribe. So yeah, that's.
As far as I see it, it's just Native Americans, but to a more absurd degree. Because the other outsiders, they're all Asian.
Also, it's like from what I've seen, my people isn't really like a supremacist group of people. But when it gets to a certain point of we're more nationalistic than we are supremacist.
Mm-hmm.
If a group of people or anyone
yeah, it's patriotism rather than zealotry.
Yeah, if something threatens the national value, the national interest, then we get angry, we get pissed off. But if it doesn't, we'll let it go. We'll let it slide. We'll just let it happen. As long as you don't threaten the national integrity, then it's fine. Whatever. We don't care. we don't get to a point of holding votes on whether other people have human rights or not.
Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure somebody else said later it was a mistranslation, but still, it's something to think about.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Holding votes on whether other groups have human rights or not? This just sounds like it's a lost document from World War II.
It probably is.
Oh my god.
See, this is why I don't know if this is proof that Filipinos are more chill than other Asians, or the world stage has just never heard of their drama.
No, I'm pretty sure most of the world stage haven't heard of Asian-ish drama because it's not, the language barrier mostly.
Because honestly, this is mostly just not doing any research on my part, but it's I haven't heard anything more ridiculous than Ferdinand Marcos's presidency as far as Filipino drama is concerned, and that was several decades before I existed.
It's also with Asian countries, most of the drama I'm pretty sure tends to stay in the this sounds ridiculous, but most of the drama tends to stay in the family, it doesn't
I guess so.
It doesn't go international, it doesn't go to other.
Yeah, again, so it's just other countries have never heard of it, basically.
Yeah,
But I mean, if you ever bother to look, it's just the same wherever you go, which is why I'm inclined to have my worldview. It's just people suck in general. Like racism, I'm pretty sure racism started because like early Europeans thought black people were literally monkeys. I'm of the opinion that we as a species have never lost our stupid monkey minds. That includes the white people.
No, the thing is, with me, racism is more so like...
No, you do it as a defense, like I get it, but there's some people who just get it.
It's also that, like, you know how a donkey raised among horses won't ever be a horse?
Hmm.
That's kind of how I see it. It's like you you have, to a certain point, you have to admit that some groups of people won't change fundamentally just because they were raised in a different culture or...
Well, I mean, that's just a fucking shame then.
Like they are like some groups of people have innate things to them and you can't change that. That's just how it is. It's genetics even. That's how I see it, to be honest.
I'd still call out people on using that as an excuse to be an asshole. So.
No, but like that won't be the reason I choose to shoot first. It's like, how do I say this? Those reasons would be what I use to validate what I see after I shoot first. Like behaviors, you know, like okay, let me put this on a timeline. I see behavior, I shoot first, and then I validate the reasoning on why I shoot first based on, you know, what the whole
On what you've seen, basically.
Yeah, so it's like I hold a lot of negativity to support to those.
Yeah, why do you think my dad told you to live life and let go of your angst?
I can't, man. I can't.
Dude, oh yeah, I talked about your response to me and Rinsu, talking about you on stream a few days ago. Like, I posted it on DFOG Discord, and somebody said you sound like a bitter old man.
Wow! Someone finally fucking get it! Like, wow, after a million years,
I don't know if Afro Sensei is on the server, but he's the one who said that. He's one of the more reasonable ones on DFOG, I would say.
Oh my god, Afro.
Justin is the disappointed.
Oh my god. Immediately disappointed.
No, not Jin.
Not him. Why him?
Well, he's one of the few people who actually fucking talks, so there's that.
Where was the shit? Where was the video that it's so far up, man. Where is it again?
What video?
No, the part where I responded to you and Rinsu. Where is it again?
I'd have to. I know I linked it, but I gotta find it again.
I'll just have to scroll up far enough to see.
It was something about like sympathy, or empathy rather. I know we were talking about empathy at some point.
Oh, there you go. I think this is the... Yeah, it is the one.
That's why I keep trying to get like Quan and Lewis in on these sorts of conversations, because they're basically your exceptions. You know, one of the good ones. I think you probably missed it a long time ago, but Lewis said something to the effect of like stop expecting perfection from everyone and just live life or something like that.
Oh no, I totally do. I'm just saying, like, the thing is, right? I'm not really expecting perfection. I'm more so that I don't like the fact that some people are refusing to see things. Like they're like.
Yeah, and that's not something constrained to race. That's just people being assholes.
No. This particular thing, this particular thing, isn't a racism thing. It's just it pisses me off even more than like, oh, certain race of people do certain things. Like people who close their eyes, plug their ears, and lying their way through life, or through
Oh, that's a different issue altogether.
Those kinds of people, the worst versions of them are those that do that while sitting on a high horse and telling others and telling you what to do, what to feel, what to think. Like, I genuinely want to kill all of them. Like, if fucking what is it, know-it-all, like the way of thinking was that he wants to kill all those people, I would 100% be with him. I don't want those things to be alive, genuinely. They plug their ears, they close their eyes, and then they ignore everything, and then they have the audacity to sit on a high horse.
Yeah, the last step is what I take issue with.
Like, holy fuck.
Is it most people who just plug their ears and pretend nothing's wrong without being on their high horse. Like they just don't want to fucking rock the boat, because then their livelihoods are at stake usually.
It's a combination of willful ignorance and complete narcissistic.
Like, notice how people always speak up against injustice when it's happening on their doorstep, like with LA, for example.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's also like I think I said this before. All of the problems, the political problems in the US would disappear completely if every fucking person were forced to live with what they vote. If every
live with what now?
With what they vote.
Oh,
if
yeah.
Every immigration, like pro-immigration retards were to like.
Well, those pro-immigration people are living with what they voted right now, right? If they're rich enough, they've escaped already. So.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I remember you telling me that there's some people in the U.S. are like busing, like driving all the I guess immigrants or illegal or I guess actors, whatever, to pose as the what I just said, living with the consequences of you vote. And they just drove those people to the rich ones who like are the ones that voted for immigration, whatever. And say, hey, these are what's the word?
It may or may not be a psyop. I'm not well versed in that, so.
But basically, that kind of thing, like if the government were to roll out a program where if you vote for pro-immigration or for anything, you have to live amongst what you voted for, all political problems would completely disappear. Like all the pro-immigration, pro-abortion, like if you are pro-abortion, let's just say, for example, if you are pro-abortion, every fucking person in your family has to have an abortion at the minute inconvenience.
That's not how Chicago saw it. When Chicago was also getting raped and pillaged by people who were protesting with a millionaire quotes, they thought they were just troubled boys.
Like, oh my god. So it's like, I'm gonna be honest. If
like you think I'm too nice for my own good, like you should fucking Chicago was an example of that.
If a bill that says you like live with what you vote for, or like you get what you're voting for, were to like implement it, and anyone who say votes for immigrants to be where they live, and they just all grouped up and forced to live among the immigrants that they're voting to be let in, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't take a week until those people are begging to be allowed back into the others, like the ones that didn't vote for it. It's so
well, yeah,
hard.
that's why Thomas Sowell talks so much about the vision of the anointed, because the anointed don't have to deal with the consequences of their actions.
Also, what did I? Was it this part, the big giant wall of text where?
Yeah, the big wall of text. Yeah, I reposted that to the DFOG Discord, and I'm never gonna forget that because Ganjali asked me to edit out two instances of the word nigger out of it.
No fucking way, dude.
He said they have a zero tolerance policy, and I just genuinely didn't notice them because the fucking post was so long. So I'm just like, okay, I'll take it down and edit it myself.
Okay, can you, after you're done, whatever, can you screenshot for me whatever the fuck the replies are? I want to see what they say. Oh my god, Kajoli actually told you to edit out the nigger.
Oh, that was in a DM. So like, why was I stupid enough to run DOD today, knowing how my daily runs went?
See what I mean about non-rewarding gameplay? Holy fuck.
Well, they always say luck is a skill. I would say reacting to how your luck is going is also a skill. And clearly I'm not good at it. Because now I'm having one of those days where I don't even get uniques. Riveting loot in the opal.
Riveting loot.
Wow, I'm one unique the whole FP bar.
I don't know, honestly. Even with Afro saying I sound like a bitter old man, I'd rather be a bitter old man than being some retard out there who thinks the world can be fixed with love and hugs.
Yeah, that was the reaction to your wall text. I'm pretty sure you said that somewhere in there too.
Oh no, I don't think I did say that in the wall text. The whole what was it, the I'd rather be whatever. No, that don't. There's not in there.
There's either that or like a prior time that I talked about it.
Yeah, it probably is.
Well, against my better judgment, I'm going in again. Let's make this more depressing and equip my baby shark as my item collecting pet, which I have named Rip Gura 5/1/2025. I forgot to switch to Battle Satyr, goddammit, whatever. Make this Battle Satyr. Man, I cannot wait for the fucking variation point system to come to global. Like the only thing I have to look forward to this cap is like the variation point system coming out. That's pretty much it.
Oh please, what the fuck is that?
It's the talisman rework that they promised last cap. And you don't have to work for a damn thing for it. It's just TP on steroids, basically. Dark Knight won so fucking hard with his variations. Like, he got so many quality of life changes to his skills. That's the main reason why I'm waiting for it.
I guess he got one W from that.
One, more like several. people arguing in Channel 49 about a botched C2 run earlier today.
Oh my god.
This is why this game doesn't get a lot of players. Because they think this game's a fucking job, and like they're gonna get pissed off if somebody ruins their efficiency.
It's funny, man. When you're not the one, when you're looking from the outside in, it's fucking hilarious. Like, dude, I was thinking, if only this game was like a bit bigger or like more well known, I would do like a daily segment of what the fuck is going on in World Chat, just covering what the fuck people are getting mad at.
You should just do what the I forgot what his name was, but there's like a guy who uses a parrot as his avatar, and he kind of just like does like these schizo posting like VTuber conspiracy theory rants. You should like do so, or actually no, they're not even really conspiracy theories. He's just like parroting what, or I guess that's why he uses a parrot. He parrots whatever 4chan is saying about the VTuber scene. In like a really funny like Spanish accent and like fire going on in the background.
Like he's just reading off like 4chan's
Schizo posting, yeah.
Schizo posting.
You should do a similar thing for like when echoes are going crazy and just read it in like a funny accent or something. Yep, I got nothing again. I don't even know why I bothered to try it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's why I haven't played DFO for over like.
RNG's clearly going on a dip today.
Like it's like, thing is, again, I've said it many times. I would start playing again if only there was a tiered guarantee system like Mediator. You know?
Yeah, this sounds like the sort of cap where they're not going to do that until they have their usual clearance sale at the end of the cap.
Like shit, if only like say you run 50 times you get a rare, run 100 times you get a unique, run like 200 times you get
They might do that as an event eventually if KDNF complains enough, but I don't see them complaining enough in the near future.
I'm like fuck, dude. It's like because like think about it, right?
They've actually reached like fucking Zen status and don't actually care if they don't have their primeval weapon.
Because like, you know, it's like, think of it as like an incentive milestone, you know. Oh, when I get to that point I can cash in, or at least I can be confident that I will be rewarded.
You really think they're gonna do that again after 95 cap, which is basically just that?
Really? What happened 95? What did
95 cap was when DFO started becoming memed as the homework game. Because there was barely any RNG, and like everything was just do this weekly for a couple months, and you'll get all your gear guaranteed. But people were so hung up on starting that grind late. Like, oh, I have to do it. I have to do it once every week, otherwise I'm going to be behind for a week, and then another week, and so on and so forth.
Oh no! It doesn't have to be like that. It's literally just a tier system where you do it, and then when you get to the point, you get rewarded. That's it. I don't see how there's like a chase.
Yeah, that's what 95 cap was.
Wait. What is there? Okay, what is there to chase or miss out on if you don't?
Getting to raid week 1.
Okay. Oh my god. That.
This is Korean MMO players we're talking about. They'll find an excuse to be miserable.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a reason they use. Getting to raid week 1. Oh god.
It's a game that revolves around. It's a game that revolves around FOMO. I don't know what else you were expecting.
So you know what? What's the? How is this RNG thing better? If the goal is to get to raid.
Because you can get lucky and skip a lot of the grind.
Yeah.
So they're very much a fuck you got mine mentality. So it's like if you got lucky and you're primeval within the first 2 months of the cap, then as far as they're concerned, there's no problems with the cap.
I guess. Okay.
I mean, look at how DFO Global reacts to it. It's basically the same thing. It's like this cap is bad until you get a primeval and it's good.
Yeah.
People are fucking stupid.
No, dude, like even I got so many primeval weapons. Like
I have a Primeval Zanbato and a fucking Primeval Hideout's Endless Gold Bracelet. I still don't like this cap.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I also have dropped a bunch of primeval. I don't like the way I'm being forced through the meat grinder until I'm
No,
level.
I'm saying I have a Primeval accessory that I actually want and can use, and I still don't like this cap. I seem to be one of the few people saying this. I have no. I was saying in the community conversation, there's like there's no agency over gear anymore. I can't pick like the stupid meme builds nobody likes and actually run them in raid because it's all dependent on your dice roll.
That too. Like you can't you can't be funny, haha funny.
This is just early. This is just like the early release of Division 1 all over again because this is basically the same exact experience. Like it was a fucking nightmare and a half to get yellow tier gear in that game.
Actually, you know what? You know what would be crazy? Like
What?
if only they added like say an energy system where the every time you run like say Abyss, you rack up a like however much energy, and you can stack up however much of it to exchange for a piece of gear, and the rarity is based on how much energy you're willing to expend. So, like,
The closest we'll get to that is Memories of Triumph.
So yeah, so you can keep the RNG, but you can also, let the player.
Yeah, I don't
choose.
understand why they can't have both at the same time.
Yeah, you can also
Because
choose.
obviously KDNF wants one thing and Global wants another, but I mean, we're not the main audience, so I guess we get fucked.
Man, dude, so many. I'm pretty sure a lot of whatever ideas Global or me might have, and they won't ever be implemented, is mainly because we're not the paying customer, I guess. The bread.
We're not, yeah, we're not the breadwinner, basically.
So we don't get attention. So whatever the fuck we say is irrelevant.
At least it hasn't gotten to a point where every other version of DFO is the same as CDNF, where we have emblems on our gear, and plus 15 is like the norm.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. If it gets to that point, I'm just gonna quit the game. I can't chase a game where paying to win is objectively better than just playing the game.
I mean, I'll still play it because then maybe I'll get some validation on like other players wanting to kill me for being poor. That train of thought.
That's just you wanting to be the.
So I can point to that and say, "See, I'm right. I told you."
No, I was gonna say that's just you wanting to be the strong man where everyone shoots their arrows at.
It's not even about being strong. It's just like the gameplay loop is good. That's really all that boils down to. If that's me being strong, then I don't know what to say. You need better standards. Well, not you specifically. The people saying that.
No, the fact that they're still sticking to DFO, even with the scenario you said, is kind of why.
I mean,
they're
maybe it's just like the grass is greener thing because like I see what Delphic does where he's buying a $70 game once every 2 weeks, and I think that's ridiculous.
Wait, no, that is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck is
So
that?
yeah, that's the thing. Like Western gamers want me to do that, and it's like one, I'm too poor. Two, if I did, there's not enough indie games that I like that I can do that sustainably.
No, it's also like the thing is, do people not understand why they're spending money buying games?
Oh, they do, or they claim to do. They do it to stick it to the man, basically. And it's like, good for you. That's the hill you want to die on. Don't drag me into it.
Because for me, I think I told you that before. The only games that I actually spent money for are the games that I know I will spend hundreds and thousands of hours on. Any other games, I would pirate it, try it out, and if I don't like it,
Yeah, that's why usually when I buy games with what little money I've got, they're usually roguelikes.
But yeah, you get the point. Like, I think the majority of, I guess,
Is it like
consumers
all
nowadays,
yeah. all the games that I've enjoyed in my life there's always some element of like some righteous asshole who's like, oh, you're defending FOMO for children, you're defending child gambling, and it's like, you need to calm your tits. It's like, if you hate what I enjoy so much, then go to your local politician and make me illegal. Make people like me illegal. And they don't want to go that far because that's not the hill that they actually want to die on.
I would never understand people who spend money on games that they would probably never touch again for the rest of their lives. Like, why would you buy things that you would never touch again?
My Dreamcast that has been collecting dust for 20 years says hello.
Okay, no, that's more so like a sentimental relic where it didn't. It should have been.
Okay, fine. Let's use a more recent example. My brother's Switch.
Yeah, that's true. Why the fuck did you even have a Switch, man?
I don't know. It's like, no, not even the Switch 2, the original Switch.
Oh. Well, yeah.
He bought it for Smash Bros. And then got bored of playing Rio, and then never touched it again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, like buying shit, playing shit, doing shit that you won't ever touch.
Oh,
again.
but it's a better purchase because there's no loot boxes in it. It's like, excuse me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The people who do this, who do what Delphic does, they would claim it as a better purchase because.
Oh no, Delphic doesn't do that. Delphic just has like ADD basically.
That's what I'm saying. People like Delphic who like spends money.
I thought you were talking. I thought you were like trying to imply Delphic was like one of those righteous assholes. It's like he certainly isn't.
No. I'm saying people who just buy it, like buy things because they can, without even thinking of, am I going to get value out of what I buy?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm pretty sure the people who think like that are increasingly.
The value they get is the protest value, which is like nobody fucking cares until you're talking to a politician.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
it's like when Metal Gear Survive came out, and people were buying copies of Metal Gear Survive from GameStop and then breaking them on camera. It's like, what message is that supposed to send? It's like, oh, you hate the game that much? It's like, well, you gave Konami your money still.
Like same thing with like what is it? Same with I think there was something about like people were burning or destroying PlayStations. Like I don't remember it was 4 or 5. I think it was 4 over some ridiculous policy, and it's like you destroyed a product you own to.
Yeah, it's called don't buy it. I don't know why that's so hard for some people.
There's some people out there who goes out, buy stuff, or have it or own it already, and then destroys it to stick it up to the man. I would never.
Yeah, you know what sticks it to the man? Not fucking giving them your money.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, so it works because Ubisoft is shooting themselves in the foot currently over that.
Oh. Well, honestly, I'm very thankful that right now, recently, the whole gaming scene just starts to.
Yeah, they finally got their act together. Like, Ubisoft is what it looks like when you really stick it to the man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure now the whole gaming scene already has multiple precedents of what not buying does.
I think honestly, I think it's a combination of gamers grew up, and finally there's examples of it working in action.
Yeah, that too. So it's like, I still remember this. I should have screenshot this because like back when Asmongo was covering all these like failed games and failed companies and all the whole like layoffs, the Ubisoft related companies, like the woke. Basically, he was covering all the woke dying in gaming, basically, and he was listing out all of the fucking games that died because the general gaming scene, the gamers, didn't buy into it and let the modern audience be the modern audience for those games. Every single one of them was, died off, and they were all pushed by.
Yeah, it's like gamers can say it's for political reasons, but I mean, I think we're simpler than that. If there was a woke game out there that was actually a good game, they wouldn't have this problem.
That's the thing. Like the thing is, if only it was good.
Yeah, like it's really not that, like the woke think it's that deep. It's really not that deep.
It's like all the games that you people make, woke or not, or like you try to make it woke or not, it doesn't matter. We don't care
Like
about
if
that.
it's fun, people will play it. If it's not fun, they won't. Like that's really it.
Like the thing is, even if it was woke, quote unquote woke, if the game was fun, people would still buy it and not really care that much about, oh, we should buy this.
It's kind of an extension of my worldview, right? It's like I don't care. I don't care if you're like a fucking like trans hippie with a rainbow hairdo. It's like if you're not an asshole about it, I have no problem with you. Unfortunately, those things tend to track a lot.
Exactly. So yeah, that's kind of the thing too. So like it's like Avangol says something like it's a canary in the coal mines thing, where it's not the defining factor, but it is a factor, a big factor. You know. So like, see, he says it like he just says it out. Like the moment he sees like any of the bi the it's like what is it again? What's the bi and the LGBT was standing for again? Bisexual coloring, like blue and purple, that kind of thing. Like, if he sees any bit of like mentioning or
Yeah, like if I like the first thing I'll think of is rainbow capitalism, and then if the game happens to be something that I might like, I'll give it a shot. But chances are I'm not gonna like it anyway.
yes,
And that does not mean I'm a bigot.
if he sees or sense there's any bit of rainbow capitalism going on, immediately like that game is now like denoted as it's trash.
It's
But-
basically a big warning sign.
But it's a big fucking disclaimer, like, hey, this game is this, it's rainbow capitalism. Like, if he likes the fucking trailer or whatever, he would still try it. Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And for me
Bit of doubt.
for me that extends to real life. So it's like, yeah, it's a big red flag. But I mean, if you don't tick off the usual big red flags after that, then I got no problem with you.
No, it's this is easier. So for you, right? That you are willing to go through with it as long as the bomb doesn't go off. But me, or like people like me, I'd rather not have the potential bomb going off anywhere near me, so I'll just get rid of it.
If the bomb goes off, I just get a little comical afro like they do in the cartoons. So that's why I don't care
Yeah.
that much. So like I talked to you before about my ban from TV tropes, right? That's one of those instances. It's like, oh boo-hoo, I got banned from a website I used to frequent a lot, and I'll just go somewhere else. That's the part that they hate the most. It's like they know that they can't control you at the end of the day. They can just get you out of their space, and that's it.
Yeah,
사냥감 포착.
dude, it's just what? It's a what? Oh yeah, I don't think. Did you hear about this?
What?
It's the studio. So there was a studio that asked me to go like watch the video with the interview of like the main, I guess, dev of that studio was saying, oh, we're not hiring any white male or just whites in general in our video because it's gonna make
Because that's
our
racist.
environment- yeah, because like, it makes us feel uncomfortable, whatever. And then that studio is the one was the ones making a Black Panther game. And then
Yeah, the irony.
and then after recently, the whole fucking studio got gutted and the game canceled.
Sounds about right.
Oh my god.
That's why, like, I think that when Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls got announced a few days ago, I think everybody, like, kind of collectively breathed a sigh of relief because Arc System Works is working on it, and not any Marvel-owned studio. Because any Marvel-owned studio would cry about objectifying Miss Marvel because she looks like an anime girl. Or whatever her name is.
Dude, it's the same fucking bullshit with like Marvel Rivals. Like the game, I don't know if you heard about this still. So apparently, all of the Western branch of Marvel Rivals got laid off. Every
Sounds
single
about
one.
right.
싸움이었어요.
And let's just say the complaints about the characters.
Does this have anything to do with SAG-AFTRA?
I don't think so. No, not SAG-AFTRA.
Okay.
It's
No, I'm
really
just wondering.
No, it's just the devs in the Western branch are bitching about the way characters are portrayed in the game, and so they all got laid off.
Hmm. I'm sure they did more than just complaining about it.
I guess, but still, it's funny as shit.
Because complaining generally doesn't get you fired unless your boss is an asshole.
Oh no, cause like what is it? Marvel Rivals is a Chinese. It's NetEase, right? So
Yeah, I know, it's a Chinese game and all the women are thick. Yeah, I know.
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure it's because the way that the Western branch are behaving, it's basically causing chaos with the internals of the company, basically, with the people working. So they said, you know what, fuck you guys, get out.
Yeah, like even the CCP doesn't like internet drama. I mean, like they noped the fuck out of Magalia when that happened to Girls Frontline a few years ago. Like they literally ordered Mika Team to stop associating with the South Korean artist because, you know, the extremist feminism and all that. One of the few times where Chinese censorship was actually sensible for a change of pace.
No, actually, not really. It's thing is with the Chinese, right? The only censorship that they often do is two things: off-brand sexuality and political, like anti-Chinese political messaging. So basically, you know, anti-Chinese.
So what the hell would Magalia fall under then?
Off-brand sexuality. Like
Okay, I guess.
So like it breaks the cohesion of the male, female, family, whatever, like society values. It breaks the cohesion by causing chaos in between the, you know, two genders, the male and female. So they don't like it. That's it. And also homosexuality, and then every other shit related to not male and female. That's what they don't like. I'm pretty sure the Chinese recently just did a blanket ban, like a big fucking ban on like non-male female relationships in fictions.
That happened a long time ago.
Yeah, really? Okay, I guess. It's just they don't. The more I look at it, the more I look into it, I'm pretty sure the Chinese are just censoring shit that is honestly detrimental to the young population.
Yeah, if you ever looked at if you go on TV Tropes and look at their banned in China page, just go to their China subpage and just look at how much shit they banned. That's basically just, we don't like this because it might be immoral, or it might be subversive. Or Hong Kong was mentioned, or Taiwan.
So it's like, it's either political, it's politically charged, or it's...
Dude, I remember the fucking crackdown Billy had on VTuber avatars a few years ago, and they had like a weird fix. It's funny, because like, a lot of people on Reddit were pointing out how they had like such a weird fixation on banning furries. Or anything that even remotely looked furry, like just like cat ears or something.
I think it's the
사냥감 포착.
because I guess even Japan, I guess even China knows that furries are too horny for everyone else.
Oh, it's first disgusting, to be honest. Like, for them, it's disgusting. They don't want that shit anywhere in their country, you know? I mean, it makes sense. Why would you want your... Because, like, the thing is, individuality is a very antisocial stance. Like, just...
Which is a fucking shame.
Like, it's... Yeah, because the thing is, you can't have individuality as the default for the people when the society of like that you're in, like the society that you're living in, does not like the fact that you're spreading your individuality around. Okay, let's say a fucking furry walking around, and then enough of them doing that, you would get kids starting to emulate, starting to want to do the same thing.
Well, then just tell them not to emulate it.
No, that's the thing. That's gonna make it worse. The more, like, it's a universal thing. The more you tell someone to not doing something, they're gonna do it.
Well, I don't mean like that, because I remember something my dad likes to keep recounting. This was when I watched Ninja Scroll at the age of like fucking 10 or something. And he made it a point to say like all this violence and sex you're seeing on the screen, like that's not reality. So just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, yeah. So,
And
like, basically,
I think that's the key difference between me and like Jack, who just like he's like always horny and always hates everyone because his mom didn't care.
yeah, I guess. No, I'm just saying like that is also a, what is it, a very hard to control thing where like you can't really make sure.
Well, my dad also did spank me, so there's that if you want control.
That's it. That's like Asian, like Latino.
No, that's non-white.
No,
Did I ever
yeah.
tell you about when me and Delphic and a couple other mutual friends were watching that one the Spank Your Kids comedy skit? And Delphic was the only one who wasn't laughing at it. He's the only white guy in our friend group.
Yeah.
And my dad saw this happening, he started laughing at him.
Yeah, that's a telltale. Yeah, it's just, again, it's the you can't really make sure every citizen of your country is not gonna fall down that rabbit hole. It's just they want social cohesion and they're gonna get it whichever way they want. You know, like the government is going to get social cohesion in any way.
Well, yeah, people with control want more control. So.
No, honestly, I as much of a
Totalitarian.
Yeah, as much as that as they are, the way they run their country is a very solid structure. They don't let any foreign influence
Well,
change.
duh, who do you think they learned it from?
Yeah, so it's like at one hand, I wish they weren't so rigid and solid in their way of doing things. In another hand, it's commendable because they don't allow themselves to be influenced easily, if anything, like at all. And it keeps their people like, how do you say this? It doesn't fracture the way people think. It doesn't cause chaos. It doesn't make people go against each other, even not just the government, like going against each other over the minute, like the smallest things, like how fucking the West does, like, oh, you don't like that the way I do, you're dead to me, like that kind of thing. Well, that happens on a national scale though, with how the Chinese are with everyone else. So it's like,
I mean, Japan is how you do that without turning to a fucking kleptocracy or oligarchy or whatever.
you get to a social cohesion, but then that social cohesion is
That social cohesion is based around the ego of one man.
yeah. So it's like the it's so many things.
It's like you have a point with the social cohesion thing. Cause like, why do you think everyone who is trying to like take over America is trying to like divide them?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, imagine if every single, let's say, like, you know what? I'll give this. Let's say racism gets completely eliminated because the people just stop looking at each other's skin level and they just think, if we all just band up and group up together, like black, white, brown, whatever, yellow, whatever, and just look directly.
Moments like LA is where that happens, but too bad we have to wait until we're getting rocks thrown at us to have that happen to us.
Like just ignore race and look directly at the people who are funding shit to divide us. Imagine that happens. Every fucking corporation and even the government would have to beg the people to not eat them up.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
People will only get that brazen when their antagonizers are being that brazen too, which is why you'll ever see this sort of thing happen in the fucking gaming community of all things.
Well, yeah, when your game gets fucking fucked over by greedy motherfuckers, of course you're gonna get pissed
No,
off.
it's not even that. It's just that companies will be that brazen because it's a video game. Most normies will think that's the purview of like fucking murderers or something. Because people actually believe Jack Thompson.
Dude, I can't. Oh my god, you remind me of that retard too. Like he's claimed that what is it? GTA is causing like all the crimes in the fucking US.
Yeah, like part of the reason I've seen this in an interview before, like somebody, I think this is right after Battlefront 2 started getting shit on for their loot boxes. I remember reading an article about somebody's mother. Their kid was playing like one of the FIFA games that had like the card packs and stuff. And a lot of the reason why a lot of the shit flies under the radar is that like people like that mother just think video games are toys, like rattles or something, like baby rattles or something like that.
Baby rattles.
Like they don't know what their kids are doing on the games they play because they just buy the games to get them to shut up. My dad had one of those moments when me and my sister were still in college. When we got credit cards to help pay for lunch easier, my sister ended up being the one spending all of her lunch money on gacha games. So naturally, my dad and my sister got into an argument over that, and obviously, so she fell for the I want to support the devs trap. Or the artist. I don't remember what she said, but she's like she wanted to support somebody with her purchases. I had to be the one to tell her because my parents couldn't because they don't know the subject matter. It's like you're not really supporting anyone except the publishers when you do that. So the artists already got paid long before you even you opened your first loot box.
Man. I think I'm gonna rest my eyes for a bit. See.
You gonna sign off? Alright, see ya.
See you, Jason.
Goodbye, Jojo.
Isn't it like morning for him over there?
Yeah, I think so.
And he has to rest his eyes. I thought my sleep schedule was bad.
He's having the same sleep schedule as me. I've been sleeping at like 6 AM every day.
And now I don't have a reason to be farming normal dungeons anymore. Because he stopped yapping.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I was doing. I was just passing the time while he was talking about shit.
Yes, and I was just like sitting here saying, not saying anything, just listening to you guys. Like,
How did these people get from a botched C2 Venus run to fucking talking about like Trudeau?
do you have any
They started talking about Trudeau all of a sudden. Like,
other suggestions or anything interesting to watch?
I mean, you're talking to a guy who mainly watches VTubers, so. I know what I forgot to do, homie.
Why?
That's what I like. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, well, let me ask you this then. What do you think? What do you think of when I say I like VTubers? I'd like to know. I'd like to know why you have that reaction.
Yeah, nothing to be honest, but
Like,
I don't get what you like about the VTuber, specifically why the VTubers.
I don't know. They just happen to be like the just talking streamers that I gravitate to. I guess. Like before that, it was Vinesauce, so it's not really so much because of the VTuber. It's just they have a lot to talk about, and that's about it.
You think the VTubers, like, how do they have a lot to talk about more than the normal streamers?
I don't know. Like a lot of them that I watch are really just things I put on the background to listen to somebody talk about like random shit. And for me, it used to be Vinesauce before VTubers became a thing. And Vinesauce isn't even remotely Japanese. He's an Italian dude living in New York. So. And he's almost never on camera. It really has got nothing to do with, like, I mean, the anime girl helps, yeah, sure. But, I mean, I could just as easily go back to watching Vinesauce.
사냥감 포착! 달 사냥꾼은 늘 준비가 되어 있는 법이다.
It's like getting fucking hotter. Like, the sun is going down. I don't understand.
Yeah, I wanted to ask how much is like that, so, and I was reminded that you're probably gonna see it in whatever metric you guys are.
Wait, what are you talking about?
And, I was gonna ask how hot is it
How hot are they? It's kind of funny because like, I avoid like the hot VTubers because it always seems like they're trying to get their tits on screen and it's just fucking annoying.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. You said it's getting hotter, bro.
Oh, you mean, yeah, like the weather, yeah. I didn't... If there was a pun there, it wasn't intentional. Because it's like, I don't know what this would be in Celsius, but it's 84 Fahrenheit right now. Gonna get a calculator in a bit, give me a sec. Oh my god, stop jumping around, please. Let me kill you. I don't know how Neoble can see what I'm doing and then think that's bot behavior. Like, I'm literally struggling in a normal dungeon. Like, Neoble's fucking crazy sometimes. Oh, my weapon broke. No wonder I'm doing no damage. Fucking stupid.
늘 준비가 되어 있는 법이다. 달 사냥꾼의 앞길을 좋은 싸움이었다.
Wow, that's my reward at the end of that feed bar. I got more uniques from doing normal dungeons than I did DOD today. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's just so random.
Where's the temperature? Okay. 80, it's 85 now.
And I get zero excitement from playing the game right now, so I just don't get why I've seen like zero.
85 Fahrenheit is apparently 29.4 degrees Celsius.
29.
Yeah.
That's not so much, bro.
For somebody who lives in it, somebody who lives like on basically near the border of Canada, that's hot. For Delphic, that'd be a normal day for him because he lives close to Florida.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is for me.
I'm more used to it being like, let me put in the calculator again. I'm more used to it being like 15.5 Celsius. What's 70 in Celsius? Yeah, 15.5 to 21.1. That's where I feel comfortable. Then for me, when it's ridiculously cold, it's below 0 in both Fahrenheit and Celsius. God, I'm like fucking sweating right now. Jesus, I hate it.
Yeah, I sweat a lot too. Like even without moving much. If I'm moving, it's outside. Like
It doesn't help. It's getting.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that it's getting
That's what
buggy
that
too.
crazy.
Like it's about to rain. It looks like the humidity doesn't help.
Interesting.
I'm gonna turn this.
Like it's when it rains on a hot day.